Hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
But I thought maybe we'll do it in a voice note. You absolutely don't need to call me ma'am. It's okay if you call me Nikita.
Hello, Nikita. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Hmm, Uh, I think I'm set. Let me just connect my charger so that we have enough of power till I press
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, okay, no problem.
Nice to meet all of you.
Yeah, same here.
Hey, nice to meet you too. Uh, I'm Burak from Turkey.
Hi, Virat. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
All good, all good. Okay, I'll just be back in a minute.
Yeah, yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Just a second, just a second.
Okay.
I think my camera is.
From Triple IT Jabalpur, India. We also have Ayush with us.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ayush, DSC lead from BITS Pilani, India.
Okay. Greeting everyone. Today we have with us a very special guest for a really exciting talk. This speaker series is a part of a mega event, Hack2Gen, which is a 1 month long event organized parallelly with the open source celebration, the Hacktoberfest. This is organized in collaboration with Developer Students Club from Triple IT Jabalpur, India, BITS Pilani, India, Namibia University of Science and Technology, Namibia, Africa, Ben Gurion University, Israel, Izmir Institute of Technology, Turkey. Needless to say, getting into Google is a dream come true. But over the years, Google has not just been a billion-dollar company, but also a place for developers to meet people and network with the community.
As an effort to drive community involvement with technology, Google introduced Google Developer Groups and Developer Student Clubs. We are honored to announce that we have Nikita Gandhi as the speaker. She's a part of the developer ecosystem at Google. Her primary focus includes managing Google developer groups as well as Google Developer Cloud program in India. Nikita is extremely passionate about spreading technical knowledge with masters online and offline. Today, we will share her journey to Google. She'll talk about how community shaped her career. We request everyone to put their questions in the chat box. We'll have the questions answered at the end of the talk. Presenting before you all, the community manager at Google Developers India, Nikita Gandhi. Over to you, Nikita.
Thanks so much, Ayusha and Ayush. That was a really kind introduction from both of you. I'm really excited to talk to everyone today. But before that, let me ask everyone who's joined today, how are you? How are you feeling? I hope
We are good. Yeah, we are feeling great to have you today.
I hope everyone in your family and your near and dear ones are feeling good and are safe.
Yeah, of course.
Nice, good to know. So yeah, I think I'm just a beginner in my career, and I have lots of things to still achieve, and I'm just one amongst you. So there's nothing I would boast about myself, or I feel like I have achieved a lot of things, but I can definitely tell on how I changed as a person from that introvert and shy person to the bold, confident person talking to you today, how communities helped in my career, and what exactly do I do at work, and so on. So, yeah, really excited to talk to all of you. Let me quickly present my screen so that there are some references also while I talk to you. All right. So, hello from Nikita. I'm a community manager at Google, just like Ayush said. And primarily, I work with the GDG and GDG Cloud program in India. So, my main role is to support and mentor these communities to nurture them grow. I'll talk more about my me as a person and add some background about myself. But yeah, so I have used 7 pictures that basically describe me and what I do. So I graduated from Cummins College of Engineering for Women, which is in Pune, and this is like a private institution. So I studied in Pune, and I spent 25 years of my life in Pune itself. So the middle second picture is Shaniwar Wada, which is like one of the identity for Pune. Then, after I completed 2.5 years of work experience, I joined Google Bangalore. So that was my stepping stone towards moving out from Pune to a new city. I love eating food. You can find my colleagues and my friends always describe me as a foodie, and they have always found me eating lots of food. So I really enjoy eating food, and street food is my favorite. I enjoy coding. I write blogs on Flutter in my free time. I give some free. I give some talks on Flutter. I write some interesting algorithms that make me feel happy. Apart from that, I'm a classical dancer. I learned Bharatnatyam for 8 years, and currently in my diploma for Bharatnatyam diploma program. I'm a international level yoga player, state level basketball player, and a district level chess player. So that's my background with sports. Yeah, so that's a small introduction about me and my background. So let me tell you what GDGs are and what makes me proud about the work I do. So GDG stands for Google Developer Groups, which is a community of local developers who come together to discuss about Google technologies and other open source topics. These communities are closely knit with common areas of interest with a diverse group of people. So, people from all age groups, from diverse backgrounds, from different places, staying in the same city, come together till this pandemic situation came into picture. Mostly all the meetups happened offline. So That was the time where developers were looking forward to meet over the weekends to new type of people, get some inspiration from each other, talk about the latest developments in technology, especially Google technologies. So as of now, there are 50 GDG chapters. So there are like 12 cloud chapters, sorry, 51 GDG chapters, 12 of them are cloud. And the rest are like simply GDG chapters, and they are based in 38 cities in India. So what exactly GDG and GDG Cloud and how they are different is GDGs usually talk about all the Google technologies, while GDG Cloud is a special interest group with people having interest in cloud platform. So they come together and discuss about cloud technologies. Cloud is a vast field, so they all come together and meet and discuss about different areas in Google Cloud. So, yeah, this is something I'm really proud of, working with the local organizers who take pride in spending their weekends to help the local developers understand new technologies, help them build a stronger portfolio, help them to meet other developers in the same city, and so on. So, communities is something that's just not a source of bread and butter for me, but a source of lot of pride that makes me forget about those Monday blues or weekend getaways, because communities are the strongest source of motivation for me. All right, so now I'm excited to tell you about my journey and how communities helped me. Uh, so let me go back to my college days when I was almost in second year of engineering. And just like another Indian family, my parents had forced me to take up engineering because that's what something is like very common in a country like India, that you need to have a good degree so that the society accepts you. And that's where I was forced into an engineering college. I never wanted to be an engineer because I always thought engineering means I'll have to sit at office work with computers. But I was a social person. I really wanted to help people, create an impact in their lives. And that was discouraging to me. I really did not enjoy my engineering studies. Even if I was good in my academics, I couldn't basically get attached to it because this was like really discouraging for me from my areas of interest and what I was really passionate about. Then when I was in my second year, my senior started this program called as Google Student Ambassador Program, Google Student Clubs, and she was a Google Student Ambassador, and she announced this program in the campus. Now, this program is currently known as Developer Student Clubs, and in my times, it was formerly known as Google Student Ambassador (GSA). So in that time, I was the first person to apply for that because I thought now I have an opportunity to volunteer for something, help other people, and also connect with other people in the campus. So I applied for that. My senior interviewed me for my skills. She basically asked me some tough questions that I still remember because that was my stepping stone with communities. Slowly she started organizing workshops. So just in case in your campus it could be Ayusha or the other leads who have joined today. So just like they are organizing workshops in the campus, my senior wanted to do something similar, and I was amongst the core team who used to help with logistics and other stuff. I was afraid. I never thought that I would go inside a hall full of people who would open their laptops and code something, because I always thought programming is not my stuff. That's not my forte. And maybe I would not be able to understand programming because who understands the language of computers, right? So yeah, that used to basically keep me away, and I used to work on all the logistics, but never dared to go inside the auditorium to see how exactly these workshops happen. I used to help with registration, sit outside with my gang of volunteers, and have fun, and that was actually enough for me during that point of time. But then necessity is the need of the hour, and this is something what used to happen, that eventually my core team started taking a step back from helping, and my senior really needed more hands to help her with the workshops, because the workshops were scaling and a lot more people were interested in joining those workshops. So then I started helping her with the installations. So, for example, if we had an Android app development workshop, I would help her with the installations for all the participants. This is where I understood how the computer OS looks like. This is where I understood what Java version is latest and what is to be installed. This helped me understand concepts like Haxim and stuff like that. On the day of the event, when my senior used to teach, I would go around the hall to see if everyone is able to understand what she is teaching. And in case not, I would solve those errors for her, because it was difficult for her to answer each and every question coming, because now the meetups were happening at a very large scale. And this is where I started understanding Java and the syntax at a very small level. So this was the point where Nikita, that is me, started having a little more interest in coding and understanding tech a little more. After that, my senior and me and few other people were sitting in a room, and she just said, "Oh, Python, that's such an easy language. I learned it in 8 hours." I was like, wow, there's something, the computer language, there's a language that computer speaks, and that's so easy. Why not give it a try? So that is where I started learning Python on some online forums, and I really started enjoying it, because things were moving very well, and I could build some interesting puzzles and some interesting projects using Python. Now my senior was really awestruck with my performance, and then she also made me an organizer for Pi Ladies Pune. So this was the point which boosted my confidence even more, because now I was just not leading a campus, but I was leading a particular community at a city level. Then, after every workshop that we did with Pi Ladies, my senior used to ask me to write a blog with my experience, share my journey. And when I saw people reacting to it very positively, that gave me a lot of confidence that everybody can code, everybody can share their knowledge. Perhaps you just need some hard work that can make it possible. So that was the time when my confidence started growing immensely, because I could share my knowledge. People were reacting to it positively. I got into some media releases, some newspapers who interviewed me. So things were moving very positively. PyCon Seoul was happening that year, and I got a complete travel grant for PyCon Seoul in 2015 based on my contributions to Python. Then slowly, eventually, I went to the research side. I worked with IIT Bombay for 2 years on my research project in machine learning. So that gave me a lot more confidence, because I could write algorithms by myself now. But all of this started with community. So looking back, if my senior had never started a student club in the campus, I would have only been a person who cleared her academics and just moved on. So yeah, that was till my college days. Then when I graduated, I became an organizer for GDG Pune, which is one of the communities now I manage on a program level. But that time I was a local organizer, in which I had to take different hats to lead the community. Sometimes I was an organizer. Sometimes we did not find the right speaker, so I was basically the speaker at the event. Sometimes we did not have enough of volunteers, so distributing swags was also a part of my work as an organizer. So a lot of things and a lot of exposure I got with communities, managing time with my primary job, the startup that I was running, and also I also learned how to deal with conflicts, negotiate on different areas when we had to deal with so many sponsorships, find different venues for conducting our meetups, and publicize our events. So that gave me some go to marketing skills that I could use in my professional journey. After I graduated, I worked with two startups. One startup, it just got shut in 6 months, and that was a company of four people. We used to literally sit on a dining table and work together, and that was the most beautiful days of my life because I was like really close to my team. We used to connect with each other very well. So that was my first job. We literally did not have a company website as well. The product failed in 6 months. The investor backed out from the project, and we had to shut this company entirely. This is when the investor was also closely observing my work and he offered me a job in his own firm. So that was my basically second job. Again, a company which was not as big. I was the only female in my company of 300 people in India and Japan. Initially, the men in my company did not accept me because men and women don't feel comfortable with each other so easily. So that was like really the saddest part of my work days when I used to have lunch alone and nobody would talk to me because men had uh, their own gang and they used to basically go out, have lunch together, but I had no one. First 2 days were like really depressing. I literally cried one day because I used to see my friends working with multinational companies. They had such amazing life. They used to go out for parties over the weekend and stuff like that. I never had all these things, and that used to kill me every day. So what I used to do is basically these lunch hours when my colleagues used to go for a drive or spend those 1 hours on lunch. I used to finish my lunch in 10 minutes and utilize those 15 minutes to learn something new. And this is where my interest and knowledge about technologies grew more. So, for example, if I had to build an application in my company, in my workplace, and that was supposed to build with Android, I would also build it with React and see how it works. Then I came to know about Flutter. So I'll also build it with Flutter, compare how three of them work, and then based on that, I would drive a conclusion. So this is where my understanding about tech started growing. Eventually, my bonding with my team also changed because they saw that I was just not a female, but I also had some good qualities that they would like to collaborate with me for. And there is where I really made good friends with my colleagues who really talk to me every single day after, even after I left that company. So yeah, things eventually changed a lot for me, but it was a matter of perception that I had to change with my colleagues. Uh, Moving on, just exactly 2 years ago, when I was an organizer for GDG Pune, I did host DevFest Pune at a city level, and it happened to be one of the biggest festival DevFest in Pune and India that time 2 years ago. So yeah, this is how my journey has been so far. So after I worked with that particular startup for more than a year, I also got to know about this opening at Google for a role of program coordinator for engineering education program. And one of my friend basically pushed me a lot to apply for this program. And I just thought like, hey, this is not for me because I was like really discouraged in those days with whatever was happening with me, the type of job I had and stuff like that. My startup was going well in parallel. I was making really good money with my startup. So I thought there's no need to change my job because maybe I can become an entrepreneur soon. But there were few failures that I saw in my startup, and I realized that you need some experience before even you go for a startup. And there is where I thought I should take experience from different companies at different levels so that I can run my startup in a better way. Uh, so yeah, my friend pushed me to apply for this role. I was interviewed. My first round of interview was something where I did not even know that it was an interview. I was never told it was an interview. They just said, "We'd like to have a chat with you," and I literally took that word "chat" very seriously, and I thought it's just a chat for them to know more about me and my background. But that is the time when I appeared for my first interview. And that interview that I was appearing for was next to my existing company's director. So I was sitting in next to him and answering all these questions. Um, so yeah, that was like really different experience and good. I did not know about the interview in the first round, else I would have panicked a lot. Then I cleared the other rounds. Things went very well. I got a call from them that I cleared the interview. So yeah, then for 1 year I managed Explore ML program in India. Basically, I worked with 130 Explore ML facilitators who are like really passionate about machine learning and who learned machine learning so that they can help more students understand machine learning. So with this, we trained 30,000 students in India on machine learning. It was a pilot program, but in 6 months, we reached 30,000 students on machine learning skills. Just not that, these facilitators built some amazing projects using machine learning and TensorFlow. So, yeah, that was about my first project. And this year, working with GDGs, I'm really sure it's not easy for all the organizers to manage events given the work from home situation has been like really critical. Things are not that great at home front. So I really acknowledge and appreciate the superhero stuff that the organizers are doing currently in spite of the difficult times. With this, I'll also like to share yeah, so I'll also like to share that DevFest India is happening on 16th, 17th, and 18th of October. For 3 days, basically, we have 26 speakers in box. There are 5 tracks, and all of these tracks are available on YouTube. So, in case you haven't registered already, go to devfestindia.com and register over there. And look forward to hosting you at DevFest India because this is going to be interesting. This is a code concert, a unique way to celebrate the flagship event this year. So basically, DevFest usually happen once a year, and they are mostly about bringing in local developers at city level and talking about the latest developments in trends and technologies and having speakers just not from the city but outside as well. But this time it's going to be unique because our expert speakers, whom we call as artists, are going to demo their code to the audiences, build applications from scratch like Book My Show, the Fiery Pokemon website, how to build applications that work on both mobile and web platforms, some interesting machine learning models, prediction algorithms, and how to work with Google Cloud, how to get started with Google Cloud if you haven't already, and so on. So yeah, DevFest India is going to be really interesting, and I really look forward to seeing you all at the event. In a gist, sorry, I missed the slide before, but in a gist, this is what who I am about. I really so when I told you about my experience with my campus, I really did not start as a leader, but I grew as a leader. Why? Because I had passion, and I really wanted to do something different than what the regular stuff looked like. Today, I have given 100 plus talks in public. I was that type of person who would fear, who would shiver when I was told to speak in public. But till date, I have done more than 100 talks in public. I started blogging on Flutter. I get pretty decent views on my blogs. I worked with IIT Bombay for a research project for 2 years, and from where I started as a volunteer to these programs. Today, I manage them at India level. So, yeah, this has been my journey with communities so far. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. I really hope you enjoyed listening to me. And yeah, I'm open to any questions coming from the audience.
Yeah, for the wonderful speech, Nikita. I can totally relate with you right now. We now move forward with the questionnaire with other collaborator DSC leads. Burak, can you introduce yourself and ask your question?
Hi, I'm Burak from Turkey. I'm the lead of DSC Stack. I have a question about DSCs. Do you have idea about where did DSC start?
Yeah, could you elaborate a little more on the question? I was not able to understand.
In Google, they started Developer Students Club, right? And where did the idea came from? And who think that? Let's call. Okay. How can I say? Let's
I got
collaborate with students. Also.
Yeah, I think I got your question a little bit, but correct me if I'm wrong. The idea of having Google Student Ambassadors, I'm not really sure because I was a student myself when this program started, just like you. So I may not be the right person to answer this, but perhaps I could talk to my team now and check with them how exactly this idea evolved.
Okay, thank you.
Barak, you have any more questions?
No, I don't have any question.
Okay, Will,
Yeah.
please introduce yourself and ask your question.
Good afternoon or good evening that side, I believe, because it's still fade this
Yeah.
side in Namibia. My name is Wilfred Kongolo, and I'm from Namibia, lead at the Namibia University of Science and Technology. So I just have one question because I believe when you started, it was very difficult for women to be into technology. And one of my objectives is working with women empowerment, making sure they also get into it. So, what was the most difficult thing that you had to do, like the most difficult part of your journey as a developer and at Google?
Um, the most difficult is for me was believing in myself and the underconfident person that I was. But given the opportunities and exposure that different people gave me in different events, that really boosted my confidence. So yeah, confidence was a challenge for me personally, but eventually I overcame that with time.
Okay, thank you. Ayusha, can I ask another question?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Okay, and then the other one is I'm sure we have women listening to us right now or are going to listen even tomorrow. So, what is the advice that you can give them to pursue technology or their role into this new generation?
That's a really good point, and happy to share some thoughts on a personal note. Being a woman is not easy, given the challenges that we have on a cultural front. It's not easy because maybe there are other challenges. Because not every time you're privileged enough, maybe you don't have a supporting family, maybe you don't have a supporting workplace that welcomes you as a woman, but believe in yourself and your skills. Both men and women are equally capable when it comes to tech. So do not compare yourselves all the time with gender, but compare yourselves with the skill set that you have built. And eventually, you would know how to work and collaborate with men. We definitely don't want to overtake men. We also want to respect the hard work that they do. So, of course, we do respect them. But at the same time, you shouldn't feel underconfident because maybe you don't get to spend 10 hours at work like other men do. Maybe because you have personal commitments. But that's okay. This is the time when we learn to build that relationship with our male allies, let them know about the challenges we have, and still make sure that the work that is assigned to us, we complete it and don't get sympathy or empathy from their side. So, yeah, believe in your skill sets, keep updating yourself with a lot of content available online, and make the most of it.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you for the talk.
Thank you so much. Nice talking to you.
Thank you, Will. Next, we have Yair. Yair, can you introduce yourself and your DSC?
Hi, Nikita. How are you? Thank you very much for joining us. It was really fascinating hearing your story. I'm Yair from Israel, DSC lead, and for the first time in my university this year, we're working now really hard, like forming all of our collaboration, my core team, and everything to be ready for the beginning of semester. My question to you is, what did you took from your experience in college that you said you were participating in a developer club that was before DSC? Afterwards in your career, like in the when you were in the startup or afterwards in Google?
Yeah, so I did different types of roles basically. I started as a non technical organizer, managing the logistics for events when I was into these Google student clubs. Later on, when I stepped in the industry, I was programming, I was a software developer and also a product manager. So I also worked on the go to marketing skills, go to marketing strategies for the product that we had built. Moving on, then I took 40% interest in development, but 60% was always about product development and marketing. And now I'm a full-time manager, so 100% on the managerial side.
Cool. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yair. Okay, now we have questions from the audience. One of them is asking, how did you deal with abundance of learning resources while you were starting out?
Yeah, so this is like a very interesting question because when I actually started, internet was not that great at home. The laptops or the machines that we worked on were not also that great that they could pull off Android app development at the same time on a platform like Android Studio or something similar. Plus, I did not have my personal laptop. I had a PC at home, but I did not have a laptop till then. So it was like really difficult. If I had to download something, I should definitely need a Wi-Fi at home, or I had to go somewhere to download those tools in a pen drive and then install the software. So when it came to learning, again, like I would need some resources available at home readily on my pen drive or have a Wi-Fi connection. Then only I could learn something new. So these were the challenges that I had that time, but that's the thing, right? When you have challenges, you learn how to deal with them and you find a way to basically work on those challenges. And that's how I learned about different OS specifications, how to do some hacks around when you don't have an internet at home and stuff like that. So, yeah, I work with it on a very positive note. Maybe when I was in college and I was doing some labs, till the same time I would download some resources that are like really useful to me, come back home, read them. So yeah, that was how I deal with it in those times.
Okay, thank you, Nikita, for the response. Next question we have from a final year student. He's asking, I am a Node.js and React developer and worked with two startups on various products. So how can I apply for developer role for the same technology at Google?
Um, So you can go to careers.google.com and there is where all the job listings are available. So feel free to look at those and apply for them. I'm not from the recruiting team, so I may not have enough of ideas around the same. But in case you're interested in applying, careers.google.com is the place where you should go and apply.
Okay, that was a nice reply, Nikita. Last question we have from a first year student. He's asking how to get a Google internship right from the first year, or which community to join. Please guide.
This is the trickiest question I have known. I really don't know how to get either of those. Communities can help you build your skill sets, but they would definitely do not get you an opportunity to go for an internship at Google or any other company. But yeah, you would meet some people who are more experienced than you, who can guide you to learn different aspects that can help you build your portfolios. Communities are places where you can meet expert speakers and you can learn from them. So yeah, make the most out of these community events that can help you build a stronger portfolio.
Okay, all right. Any other question do we have here? Okay, we have one more question. Some Manan is asking, does branch matters?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, okay. All right. Here we end the questionnaire round. Ayush, kindly continue the further proceedings.
All right. So thank you, Nikita, for the talk today. It was really wonderful knowing about you, and I think this talk was especially a great insight on how a community helps you grow. Uh, Especially with this pandemic going on, I think it is very clear how important a community is, and I'm sure we have a lot to learn from you. Thank you once again for joining.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having me. And I really look forward to see you all on Friday for DevFest India. Do share this with your campus. Let them know about this opportunity because I'm sure this will help a lot of them become employed job ready because this skills are really important that can help them write about the different projects that they have worked on as an extracurricular activity. So look forward to seeing you at FS India. There are a lot of flags also in box planned for all of you. So all the flags lovers, see you all at FS India.
Thank you so much. I
Thank
think we can. Yeah. Thank you. I think we can end the live stream now.